Cześć, z tej strony Xyrion, witajcie w kolejnym odcinku z Hogwarts Legacy. No i dzisiaj zaczniemy od questa Niespodziewane Spotkanie, czyli spotkamy się z Poppy w zakazanym lesie.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
O.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah, I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care.
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all three of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden
I...
Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
Okej.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Zaraz, a to my nie idziemy tam? Aha. No dobra. No to teraz idziemy do Nati. Koło Hogsmeade. Chyba prędzej do Hogsmeade się steleportujmy. Nie wiem, że tutaj te miotły, ale to na innym razem.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
O,
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
no tak.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladmax, so you will likely find him there.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Dobra. Ojej, tutaj jest ten...
Revelio.
Hogsmeade. Hogsmeade, jedyna wioska w Wielkiej Brytanii zamieszkanego przez czarodziejów. Od wieków jest ulubionym miejscem odwiedzin uczniów Hogwartu. Od 3. klasy wzwyż. Czyli młodsi nie mają wstępu? Okej, czyli tutaj ktoś. Ciemnica.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh,
Dzień
Isco,
dobry.
what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Kurde.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone.
I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
No to już trochę za późno. Pani Rabe, liczymy na to, że ponownie rozważy Pani naszą prośbę o pomoc w sprawach bankowych. Daliśmy Pani dość czasu na podjęcie własnej decyzji, ale nasze pokłady cierpliwości zaczynają się wyczerpywać. Wiem, że Pani mąż bardzo by to docenił, gdyby dostrzegła Pani wartość współpracy z nami. Czy możemy spodziewać się odpowiedzi do końca tygodnia? Najlepiej, gdyby sprawa pozostała między nami. Zapewne Pani rozumie, co mamy na myśli. Kurde,
Some
jak...
evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now,
Tak.
to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Mega tak politycznie napisane to było. Ten liścik jest napisane, nie był, tylko jest.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter to
Voldemort?
help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off
Okay.
before Mr. Hill returns. Where are they?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
No naprawdę.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert? I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help.
Mi się wydaje, że ta...
Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Mi się wydaje, że ta oficer Singer to też może potajemnie współpracować, kurde, z Harlowem. Jest takie ryzyko.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
My first employment was at
Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Okej.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
No dobra, widzę, że można te dwie beczki pociągnąć.
Hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
No kurde, i te tomiki i listy muszę znaleźć. Ja pierdziu. Gdzie zabawy? Okradniemy ich jeszcze. Wiadomo.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
Using that girl as bait, Alan's coming for her. We ought to just kill her.
Harlow says her friend has been rescued. He wants them alive.
Arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
It's been a bit cruel, my won't deny, but the times will turn.
I ought to pay that pretty little shopkeeper in Bagan Tide. Is it?
I've robbed every traveling vendor that's passed through here. They've never seen it coming.
There's trouble afoot.
Let's finish this job and be done with it. Waste of time, this is.
Revelio.
Dobra, czyli tak. Nie mogą mnie widzieć.
I don't want to work with goblins. Not now, not ever. Rookwood's gone mad.
Hey,
Chodzą ciągle. Ale to chyba tego czerwonego
Come
muszę
to
się
think of it, months
pozbyć.
ago I had a brooch. Nice it was. Sparkled like the glint in my eyes when I find out which one of you thieving lot stole it.
Był jakiś Gwendolyn Zu tam jest. Mam się z nimi... Móc czy nie w końcu? No, to może nie być takie proste, żeby ich tutaj poomijać.
Revelio.
Może muszę poznajdować te fanty zanim zacznę z nimi walczyć. Może o to chodzi.
Up in this, doing Rookwood's work for him.
thing is, who's to say where that memory goes, eh? I mean, if you forget it, where's it gone?
I'm going straight to Hogwarts. I'll just change.
Revelio.
Oi!
Girl's been nothing but trouble. About
Dobra, to...
locked her up. You've been straying from your instructions.
What?
Mind yourself.
Revelio.
Wiesz, tą babkę to mógłbym wziąć i też tak w tym Petrificus Totalis
Be on the
załatwić.
lookout for the girl's friend, if they're daft enough to try to come through here.
Teraz zapiszmy.
The fog blighted us a bit, I'll agree.
Revelio.
We'll spoil it for our efforts. And so should we hold our heads.
It's exhausting. Standing here all day waiting to do Rookwood's work for him. He can fight his own battles. Do you remember the dark life he took?
Mogę tego otworzyć. A dobra, tu mogę wejść. Tu jest takie.
Revelio.
Tutaj znajdę.
I hope Rookwood knows what he's doing.
Revelio.
I robbed every traveling that
Na górze są ziomeczkowie.
Probably have more.
No to się ich tam
We should
pozbędę.
speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives.
Expulsar! Incendio!
Kurde.
It's enough. He wants them alive.
Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
I may go to Hogsmeade.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
When we're done here, I'm going straight to the Hogsmeade.
Revelio.
Dobra, udało się znaleźć ten liścik. Przy drugim podejściu oczywiście. Czy tego kata popiołków nie mogę spetryfikować? Zapiszmy jeszcze raz. Wow.
What are you, shy? I've seen more courage in a thought you could hide for expulso. Expulso. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Cavalso. Defender. Confringo.
Let's finish this job and be done with it. Wasting time, this is.
Dobra, goście. Wpierdziel idzie.
Bombarda.
Ups. Ja wam coś zaraz pokażę, kurde. A, już to bolało.
Wait till Sebastian hears about this. An Ashwinder. Revelio.
Dobra. Nie udało się tego zrobić po cichu. Tam dziwne dźwięki słyszę. O, wyposażenie gniazda pełne.
Revelio.
Dobra, czyli tak, mamy ten liścik. Jeszcze musimy ten złoty tomik znaleźć. A, to jednak to jest ten liścik. Mój kochany Ottonie, na okrągło czytam twój list i z pewnością jeszcze nie raz to zrobię, dopóki się nie spotkamy. Nie dopuszczam nawet myśli, że mogłabym cię wkrótce nie użyć. Wciąż tli się we mnie nadzieja. Nie mogę się doczekać dnia, w którym oznajmimy nasze zaręczyny wszystkim bliskim, szczególnie mojemu drugiemu ojcu. Wcale nie przeszkadza mi, iż chcesz poczekać, aż nieco okrzepniesz, ukochany. Wiem, że robisz wszystko, co w twojej mocy, aby to urzeczywistnić. Pozwolę sobie tylko wyznać, że ostatnie miesiące, gdy musiałem ukrywać uczucia, które wniosły mnie na szczyty szczęśliwości, stanowiły dla mnie wielkie wyzwanie egzystencjalne. A teraz jeszcze raz pójdę przeczytać twój list. Twoja oddana Rosie. Dobra.
Also Tybalt's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio.
Dobra. No to jeszcze tylko ten tom. Musimy chyba, że to był ten tom? To nie wiem.
Confringo. Revelio.
A chyba znaleźliśmy ten tomik. To pierwsze to nie był list miłosny, tylko ten tomik. Bo już nie mam tego w opcjonalnych, więc obstawiam, że znaleźliśmy go. Tak, tomik poezji, list od Rosji. Dobra, to ogarnęliśmy. Fajnie.
Revelio.
Chyba wszystko tutaj zszabrowaliśmy, co było do zszabrowania. Tam jest jeszcze góral. A tam nie byliśmy jeszcze.
And he must be here somewhere. Revelio.
O.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Ray. He will tell you what you need to do.
Amora.
Coś odkryliśmy fajnego. O, różdżka i skarywa. To chyba pewnie tego gostka. No już gościu. Widzisz, że okradam Karloa.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Okej. Użyłem, mu się nic nie stało. Ale dobra, chyba jest okej.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Kurde, ja narąbałem przecież im wszystkim już. Kurde. A, może jest taka dziwna ściana magiczna.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
O, jest.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe.
No, zobaczymy.
Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Oj, coś mi się wydaje, że ona chyba i tak współpracuje, dlatego kurde z tym Rookwoodem. Przypyskować im. Dobra, na razie olejmy może ją.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now.
No, podejrzane.
Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
No i co? Tyle, tak? No to chodźmy. Przy okazji to... O, jest poczta.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Nieźle. No i fajnie.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
No proszę. Przyspieszenie i prędkość. Oczywiście, że chcemy. No elegancko. O kurde, ile mamy tych niezidentyfikowanych przedmiotów. Ja cię kręcę. No nieźle.
You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right. I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
Okej. Zobaczmy, gdzie kolejny tor przeszkód dla miotły się znajduje. O kurde, a tu już możemy tam iść? Ciekawy jestem. W dobrą stronę leciałem, tak. Ale nie da się tutaj chyba. Czyli no cóż, musimy ruszyć do przodu główną fabułę. Ale dzisiaj nie mamy aż na tyle czasu, żeby robić głównego questa. Dlatego... O, łamigłówki Merlina byśmy porozwiązywali. Tak jest. Akurat mamy w okolicy, przyda się zwiększy ten, więc rozwiążmy parę. Tutaj mamy 3 w okolicy. Ogarnijmy je sobie przy okazji. Musimy się z kimś naparzać.
What do you have in store for me this time?
O, dobra.
Revelio.
No, gdzie są te? Okej. Oj, tam na dole.
Revelio.
Dobra, widzę, że tu na dole i tu na dole. Gdzie to jest?
Revelio.
A, tu. Oj, pięknie.
After all, Merlin.
Nagarnięte. Dobrze. Oto kolejna zagadka.
I deserve better than patrol duty.
This looks intriguing. Lumos.
Myślałem, że mogę... te chyba. Okej.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
No, czyli tutaj jeszcze nam się zrobi. Jeszcze będziemy mogli robić jakiś... Ale tu chyba musimy ruszyć do przodu fabułę, bo jednak poboczne misje są takie poza obszarem, który jest dla nas dostępny. Więc ewidentnie trzeba wreszcie zrobić kolejną zagadkę. Też przeciwnicy stają się trochę zbyt mocni w tych dodatkowych questach. Dobra. No proszę. No to kolejna tam.
Protego, Lumos. I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Oczywiście.
Revelio.
Tam coś... Aha, zapalić trzeba. Tak? Dobrze myślę? Tak. Gdzie to jest?
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
Udało się. Oj, pięknie. Ojejku. Na tym staliśmy. Pod nami wyrosło. Dobra. No to mamy jeszcze tutaj.
Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
O, będzie skakanie po tych. O kurde, tylko... To może być... trudne. Dobra, pajączek.
Levioso! Accio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Defender! Not my fault you're a deadly great spider.
Dobra, zobaczmy, bo... Czyli tak... 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 Kurde, już teraz... O, udało się. Okej. Dobrze. Dobrze, i czas naszego odcinka dobiegł końca, także dzięki Wam za oglądanie. No i w kolejnym odcinku kontynuujemy naszą misję główną. Także do zobaczyska, trzymajcie się, papatki.